Hi, I'm Jennifer Mele, independent consultant with Pampered Chef. Welcome to my kitchen. Today I am making cooked pudding. I wasn't planning on doing it when I woke up this morning, but I found some heavy cream in the fridge that I needed to use it or lose it. So I thought, you know what, let me adjust my plans for the day. And hey, there's never a bad day for cooked pudding. This is a scratch pudding recipe, not out of a box, and when you try it, you are going to be so amazed at the difference in flavor and the difference in texture. So I started off with 1.5 cups of heavy cream and 1/2 cup of milk and 1 cup of Ghirardelli semi-sweet chocolate chips. And I put it on the stovetop to melt the chocolate. It's very cool right now, it's not hot. I just needed to melt the chocolate. So when you're making things with eggs, which is another part of the recipe, and here we have 3 egg yolks with 1 egg, and you want to make sure that if you are using hot materials with the eggs, you want to temper the eggs, and by that I mean just put a little bit of the pudding in the eggs at a time so it's not cooking the eggs. So we'll be using the quick cooker today. This is my quick cooker. It's a 6-quart. One of the accessories that you can buy in addition to the quick cooker to use inside is a ceramic pot. This is amazing because you can cook more than one thing at a time. Like say you put a roast at the bottom, and then you can put this wire rack, which comes with a quick cooker, and then put the pot on top and make mashed potatoes or rice. But today we're just doing the cooked pudding at the same time. So I'm going to add my eggs. I have 3 egg yolks and 1 egg. This is the silicone coated whisk. I like to use this one when I'm using the ceramic pot so it doesn't scratch. Plus it feels, it sounds like nails on a chalkboard. It drives me a little bananas. Just one of my quirks. So I'm going to use this to stir around in my pot. I have 1/3 of a cup of sugar. This is my adjustable measure-all cup. This is the 1 cup, the medium size, my favorite. Stir that around. I let the eggs come to room temperature. The recipe doesn't state that you have to, but I find that if it works for making homemade scratch mayonnaise, it will work better for puddings too. So I just kind of took it out and let it sit on the counter for a little bit. So I have 1/4 teaspoon of salt. This is my adjustable measuring spoon. This one goes down as low as 1/8 of a teaspoon, as high as 1 teaspoon. The bigger size, of course, measures up to a tablespoon. Oh, excuse me. Well, I'm just gonna call that done. I just made a big old mess, so learn from my mistake. Don't measure over the actual egg. Oh my goodness, that was a near miss. No harm done. But I do have a 1/4 teaspoon of salt in my eggs. I'm not going to add any more. Goodness gracious. I wonder if that's a sign. And I have some vanilla. Oh, thank you, Ardeen. Ardeen likes my hair. I was getting tired of having it all one big chunk, and I found I was tying it up all the time, even when I didn't need to. So I had it all cut off and put layers inside. So this is homemade vanilla. It's honestly just vodka and vanilla beans, and then you put it in a glass jar, like a mason jar, for several months in a dark corner of the cabinet, and you shake it every day, and you're good to go. So, got all my mixture. This is my milk and my chocolate chips. The recipe says to do it in the microwave. Me personally, I don't use a microwave at home. I have one in the closet from my teaching days when I was cooking lunch in the classroom, but I don't use it when I'm home. So I'd rather cook something on the stovetop. So I just put it on like a medium-low in a saucepan, but I didn't bring it to a boil. It's just enough to melt the chocolate. This is gonna be so much easier, because if you've ever made cooked pudding just from a box, or even from scratch with chocolate chips on the stovetop, you've got to stir it constantly. I'm only stirring here just to combine the ingredients, but once I put it in there, I push the button and I'm done. Finished. Okay. I would honestly lick the bowl. It is that yummy. So I look again at my ingredients. Heavy cream, milk, semi-sweet chocolate chips. We always keep the Ghirardelli when they go on sale. I buy a few extra bags. The egg yolks, the egg, the sugar, the vanilla extract, the salt, and the water. So the inner pot is empty right now. And I have 1.5 cups of water in my silicone measuring cup. And then this is the wire rack. Cool. So, oops, excuse me. So this right here is helpful because it helps lower the pan inside of the pot. So just pop it in, hold it by the handles. And then I fold it inside. I don't know if you can see that. Let me turn this a little bit. Okay, so the great thing with this tool is that you just lower it directly in, you fold it, you're good to go. This is going to take about 38 minutes on the dessert setting, and it takes a little bit to get to pressure, so I may go for a walk while it's cooking. It's handy that way. I don't have to stir it constantly. I do keep an extra silicone ring on hand. This one is what I would consider my dessert ring because the other one I use for my savory dishes, and it can start to smell like garlic and stuff. So I don't want my pudding to taste like garlic. That would be weird. I always double check to make sure my ring is pushed in nice and tight. Make sure that my pieces, this piece here correlates with the red button. That will let you know whether it's reached pressure or not. Can you see that? And then this piece here with the dots, that correlates with the steam button. So I always make sure that I push the steam button. If I push it and it stays in, the valve is open. If I push it again, the valve is closed. The little steam clouds on the top line up. This particular brand is amazing because if you've seen other pressure cooker models by names we won't mention, their steam button is really close to their release button. So this will help keep you safer. So, good to go. I turn until it says dessert. Of course, it's the last button. And then I can custom the time for 38 minutes. I just push the time button here. It says 38, I push start. Boop, there it is. So when this is finished cooking, I will do the manual release, which is just pushing the steam button. If you press it down one button and then you can just walk away, it'll continue to release the steam without me. So I will let it cool for a bit, and then I'll pop it in the fridge for about 3 hours or overnight, probably only 3 hours because Steve will come home and he'll probably want dessert first. What I'm serving it with, this is my mango pie filling made with mangoes from my backyard. And so I will serve the pudding with the mango pie filling and some homemade whipped cream. And that is just using a little bit of heavy cream. You use either like an immersion blender or like a stand mixer, whatever works for you, but just whip it really fast until it starts to form those stiff peaks. You can add sugar to sweeten it. I'll probably add a little bit, but most of the sweetness is going to be coming from the mango pie filling and the pudding. So that's it. I did want to show you, this is another accessory. I'll be using this later tonight. These are the steam baskets that come with the quick cooker. Sorry, excuse me, they don't come with it. You can buy them as accessories to go with the quick cooker. But this is great. We're gonna have fish with steamed broccoli, and so I'll be using my quick cooker tonight for that. So that's it. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. I hope you're having a great day, and I'm gonna go out and enjoy some sunshine for a little bit. Talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.